Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Bad Throws Good Bros channel, or the Another Round channel, whatever you're watching on.
Yeah, we're doing coverage here for the 2025 Utah States up here at Brighton and at beautiful Creekside.
Yeah, Brighton, one of the newer courses here in the Salt Lake area, and in my opinion, one of the best courses in the state.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful, as you can see from some of the shots here. We're up in the mountains. Disc golf plays a lot different up here. One of the more wooded courses that we have.
Yeah, when you think of Utah disc golf, you think of the Fort, you think of Creekside, maybe you think of Thunderbird Gardens, but you don't think of Brighton, you don't think of Solitude, and here we are at beautiful, beautiful Brighton, Utah.
Yeah, we have a super exciting feature card today for round one. Boys out here can throw far, which is going to be super fun to watch because there's a lot of long holes.
A lot of long holes, a lot of technical shots too, with distance.
Yep. Yeah, few 300-400 foot tunnel shots. It's gonna be fun.
Our four people we're filming today, Dave. Absolute banger of a card. Kessler Martin, Joseph Kozlowski, Levi Hancock, and Kai Kim.
Hole one here, we have a 665 foot par 4. Plays what looks like downhill, but from where you tee off to where the basket is almost level, I would say, as far as elevation goes. Big kind of turnover shot, OB on the left-hand side. You do not want to be there because it'll just go downhill on you. This pin's kind of tucked off to the right there, Ian, so it favors that big turnover, or if you have a massive forehand.
Yeah, it definitely favors our lefty Kai, but we'll see him in a little bit. This is a Star 168 gram Wraith. 158, I can't remember. Wait, super lightweight Wraith.
Yep. Beautiful turnover on it. Gets down there to the road. Cameraman Ian, not ready for the shot yet.
No, he was not. I was not ready for them to throw, and I ran down there, and they just. I was still running when they threw.
Yeah.
He's about to throw now.
So
we'll get some of the catch cams here later on.
You'll get this catch cam.
Oh yeah. This is Joey throwing this shot. I love his like angle control that he has on the discs. And you will see from this shot, he throws an absolute beautiful line.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
So much angle, holds for so long, and then just kind of pans out right at the cameraman.
You're turning me around, and now you have a nice 120-foot shot up to the hole.
Yeah, I mean, the goal in this hole really is to just kind of get to the little access road that you guys can see down there. If you can be in the middle of the fairway by that road, great tee shot.
Now you want to see a cannon, Dave. That's Levi Hancock for you.
Yeah, that looks really flippy too. Just barely panning out at the end. A little more height on that, and that might have been up to the basket.
Yep, for sure. And now, the local lefty himself.
Yep.
One of them, at least. We've seen Kai on here on every event we've done so far.
Yep. He plays a lot of tournaments. He's good. It's just a big hyzer for him, which is nice. He doesn't have to worry about keeping it on anhyzer. Just kind of your basic, exactly how you want to play this whole shot.
Maybe a little shorter than he would have liked, but you take that off your first throw.
Yeah. I mean, that's, like we said, if you can get to that road, you have an open look at the basket, you're kind of happy here. From where Kessler landed, you kind of have two lines at this. You can either go with the left-hand gap there, a little bit more technical, or the right side's a little more open, which we see him go with that right side.
The problem with this right side is if you don't get high enough up, that tree, that group of trees does obstruct your putt just enough to make you think.
Yeah, or if you give it a little too much juice, you end up really far up the hill.
And you have a death putt coming back.
Yep.
Kai opting for that same gap.
Gets just high enough up that hill around those trees there. Should have an open look.
Yep, should be just fine. Next we have Levi. He's choosing to go up this left side gap. I like this more from where Levi's at,
Yeah, it's a little bit touchier, but at the same time, it leaves him a much shorter putt.
Yep. It's a great up from Levi. Now you see Joey. This is optimal. If you're trying to go up this left side gap, this is optimal.
Yeah. From the camera angle, it almost looks like you could jump putt there, but it does cover a bit of distance and uphill.
Just a flip forehand. Great shot.
Yeah. Puts him to like 10, 15 feet. Should be an easy putt for him.
High for birdie.
Oh no. Sit down.
Just a little left side, which you don't really expect to see with that tree being so close there.
No, you don't. Levi for his birdie look. He's an aggressive putter.
He is. He has that like hyzer release to him.
Kessler, similar spot to Kai. Maybe a little closer. Good putt.
Yep. This basket doesn't look like it's on that much of a precarious area, but it can definitely have some roll-away potential.
Yep. I think the rocks stop that for the most part, but you do catch the right line in between those rocks, and it could be a bad day for you.
Yeah. Kai cleaned up his par.
Joey with the big arm, easy up shot. Hopefully tapping in his birdie.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it
Great
is.
putt.
Good putt from Joey. All right, hole 2 here, par 3. It's a 344-foot shot. We drop a little bit down, 14 feet of elevation down, so it probably plays about 330. The big thing on this hole, you cannot be left of this road right here. If you end up left of this road, hyzering out early with that right-hand backhand, you are going to be looking at a very hard up and down for par. The miss is early right or long right.
Yep. This is one of the long technical shots on this course where you kind of have to hit a gap 300 feet off the fairway, essentially.
Yeah, you're looking for something,
Flip up just like Kessler there.
or just a straight shot. If you
Yeah.
have a straight shot, I've seen a lot of buzzes thrown,
Yeah.
a lot of detours, a lot of hexes. Like anything that's going to go straight at 10,000 feet of elevation,
Yep.
throw that.
Yeah. That was kind of the optimal line that Kessler threw there. You kind of just, like Ian said, staying straight on this hole is so hard, I feel like.
It's very hard because you want to, like, in my mind, you want to hyzer flip something kind of like
Yep.
Joey.
Ooh, and that takes a bad kick down into the trees.
But if you don't get that flip or early release, you're down there where Joey is, and it's not good.
No, there's very little line to even look at the basket. That's always been my miss on this hole, is that tree right there on the left side. We see Levi going same place, hits the same tree and same reaction. You can get lucky on that tree if you hit it on the right side and it kicks you out into the road. You can be all right there, but that's kind of, best of a worst case scenario.
Yeah. As Kyle looks back to hole 5's tee pad.
And he kind of early releases it, but it fades off to the right side there, which is a little more open.
Yeah. That's a better miss than it is to miss left. So,
Yeah. And you guys saw some mountain bikers coming through. We do share the course up here with some mountain bikers, so you will see through times that, kind of got to wait and hold up for those guys.
so the basket from where Joey is right now is basically where that big tree right above his head is, another 200 feet.
Yeah.
That's a good scramble. It's not great, but it's
Yeah.
as best as you can hope for.
He had to stretch out, hit a pretty small gap on a lot of angle. You'd think throwing like the backhand hyzer here just through that gap would be all right, but the disc will never just get left.
Mhm.
I think that's why that forehand was really good. Levi, for a second here, was looking to see if he can go up and over, but I think he decided to go for the safe route.
Yeah, I think this is a smart play. Take your medicine.
Yep.
That's a better scramble.
Yeah, similar case to Joey, but gets through some of the trees there, a little higher up on the hill.
His long look at birdie. Really just trying to lay this up.
Yeah, give it a soft bid. From where he's at, it's kind of a scary putt to the basket. Great layup there. If you run this, there is a good chance that it rolls down the road, because I've had that happen before.
Oh yeah, I've seen it happen before.
Yeah.
You turn a birdie into a birdogey, if not double, very fast. If
Yep.
you hit low side of the basket and you roll down.
Yep.
Joey, it's a safe par.
Get up, get up.
Ooh, just a little short.
Asking for it to get up, did not do that.
Levi from a little bit higher on the hill there in the trees. Same thing, just doesn't want to stay in the air.
Now Kessler, his birdie look.
Yeah. From behind one of my favorite trees on this course, the little Dr. Seuss tree, is what I think of it. Kind of extends out and then back up again.
Yeah, I like this tree.
Yeah.
Now he's got to go around it a little bit.
Oof.
Well, that could have been 2 strokes on the card.
Yep. Top band's kind of a miss you don't really want to have this early from that distance. But it was an uphill putt.
More bikers coming through.
giving you a little dust show for the basket there.
Yep. So we see Kai even. We'll see Joey and Levi both even. 2 very different holes from all 3 of those guys.
Yep.
And Kessler 1 under.
Yeah. It's going to be a tough course out here. Hole 3, par 3, 268 feet. This one is a very tight hole. You can see from the shoddy drone coverage here that there's a lot of trees. It's a very small gap to hit here. You kind of got to throw something on like a flat hyzer line that wants to push but barely gets left as well. It's, hit the gap out of the trees. You'll have a look at the basket, but not a guaranteed putt.
Yeah. This is a tough one. Kessler, little low, little right.
We all just move a little bit.
See that kind of kick into the trees a little bit there. Not an ideal spot.
Kai going with forehand.
Yeah, from where you're at on the tee pad, you think there might be a straight gap, but realistically, that thing does not exist.
No.
Oh, that's just.
This looks good.
It's the line, comes through perfectly, skips just past the basket, hits that nice little tree as a backstop.
Good shot, Kai.
My watch beeps right as I was done.
Yeah, you can see from that catch cam, there's only a small gap that you have to hit.
It's very small, and even though it plays, 360,
260.
260, my bad. Even though it plays 260, it feels like you have to throw like a 310-foot shot to get close.
Yeah.
You're playing a little uphill too. Joey, does this get left enough?
Gets through that gap as well. Similar result to Kai, just doesn't catch the little tree there to slow him down.
Now, with Joey's spot, we'll see when we get to the putt. He is kind of in like a small cluster of trees that a little tough to get a putt at, but it's a really good shot overall. Levi, this looks really good.
Also hitting that gap. Hits the ground early, which is kind of the play that you need to do on this hole, just to slow that disc down.
Yep. It's a good shot, though.
Yep.
Now, Kessler's early tree kick leaves him here about 180 out.
Yeah, maybe a little bit less. It looks far because there's a lot of trees in the way there. There's a small gap. Manages to get right through that gap. Great shot from there.
Around the same time,
It's a good shot from Kessler. Now, this is Joey's lie. You can see surrounded by a few trees.
Yep,
But it is open.
it is. He has a look. You could tell that tree moving back and forth from his hips there. A little uncomfortable. Just right side. I think if that tree wasn't there, he would have been fine. Just kind of threw him off a little bit.
Now he's got another tree to deal with.
He does.
You missed low twice now, Joey. Get it up.
There it is. We got little bushes everywhere. Makes it a little more fun up here. Gives you a little more excitement when you're, 15 feet. You still might not have a good putt.
True. There's definitely obvious spots where the course director wants you to land.
Yeah. I think we saw that from Levi's tee shot. Came in, slowed down perfectly. He's wide open there. Kessler tapping in his par. Kai making that birdie look easy. Levi stepping up, making his birdie look easy as well.
Good shots from those guys.
Moving off to hole 4 here. Ian, take it away.
Hole 4, we have a par 3. It's 341 feet and plays, even though we're in the mountains and it looks kind of up and down, this basket actually plays downhill slightly.
Yep.
It is weird, but it does play downhill. Hit the gap with a flip up forehand, not really a flex line. I think this is a really easy hole for Kai because of the left-hand power he has, whereas the right-hand forehand is a lot harder, a lot more touchy.
Yeah. It is still a tight gap, which pushes that left side, but gets through perfectly. Finishes out towards the basket. You can't ask for a better shot on this hole.
That is so good.
Yeah.
So this is a new pin position. We saw it last year in States, but it is a new pin position permanently up at Brighton. The old pin used to be over to the left, and then Chaz has moved it down to the right and added this third one further back.
Yeah.
Levi looking for the flex.
He's a little early, catches that tree. There's a tiny gap there that he almost was able to hit, but that's not really the line that you're going for on this hole.
No, you're looking for that big open gap. That's why we're going with the flip up.
Yeah, this is a really hard and technical shot, in my opinion. Keeps it
height.
Yeah. He kept it low enough, got around that first tree, had good turn on it. I think if it just had the height, it would have gotten out into the open there.
Yeah, it looks like a great shot. 2-3 more feet of height, and he would have been in circle.
Yeah. Joey going for a similar shot, it looks like. The backhand just seems so hard on this hole. It doesn't seem intuitive, in my opinion, but I do understand, like, getting that turnover there.
Ooh, that is not good.
No, I think that's probably worst case for this hole. He does kick out to the right in a more open spot, which opens up a right-hand gap there. It's usually not available to most. So he did get a little lucky in that instance, but
looking for that right-hand gap.
Catches a little bit of those trees, does not get through. You're almost playing out to like hole 2's tee pad out there. You can see the right side gap there a little more.
Yeah, it does not look fun over there.
No.
Levi looking at this straight gap.
Yep. Tight. Pushes up right to the basket and pins it.
Great shot.
Yeah.
Easy par.
Easy par. A little more height, you could have thrown that in.
Joey, his third. Little low.
Little low, but now he's out in the open. He'll have a really long look at the basket. But from where he was off the tee, he just needs to get close.
Kessler. His long look at birdie. Not quite a true bid in Kessler Martin fashion, but
getting it up, getting it close.
So Joey, edges he won here, Dave?
Yeah, he skipped up a little bit closer than I remember. See if you can give this one the height. It's a little bit of an uphill putt from where he's at. Great putt.
There it is. Even though it's a bogey putt, it's there for him.
Kai looking at his birdie right here.
Getting a little windy up here in the beautiful mountains of Utah.
Wow. That looked like it was dead center, Ian.
That looked really good.
Yeah.
Maybe a little high. These MVP baskets do tend to spit out a little high sometimes, but
yep.
You saw him give a little smirk like, what?
Yeah.
You know what? It's the fourth hole of the tournament. I'm not going to get mad at it.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. It was a stroke he could have taken on the card, but luckily for everybody else, doesn't happen for him.
Doesn't happen. Hole 5 here, Dave. This is one of my favorites. Talk me through it.
Yeah. 570 foot. It ends up playing net negative, essentially, 5 feet. But you have to throw up and over this hillside, get it to go down the hillside, through the grouping of trees down here. There's a little left side gap. You'll see the drone fly through here. It's pretty tight, pretty hard to hit from where you're looking at in the opening. The right side gap just is clogged with trees. It kind of looks like it's there. A lot of these guys are going to go with this left-hand gap, you'll see Kai throw the big hyzer here. Just goes straight to the moon.
Perfect. No.
We can get it coming down just on top of the hill there.
Yeah.
A little longer than I think he wanted to go straight. He wants that more down the hill a bit.
Yeah, he wants that more right off the tee pad.
Yeah.
So from the catch cam, you want it as close to left or me as possible.
Yeah.
Levi going with this big turnover.
You good?
Yeah. He's throwing an absolute bomb here. Once that left his hand, I could not see the disc.
I didn't see it until, well, it was 10 feet in front of me, Dave, because I
Yep.
didn't know it was coming in.
To make it down into the road there is absolutely insane off this tee shot.
It is. It makes the upshot a little easier, but you still have so many trees to deal with.
Yeah.
From Levi's position, you're hoping to just hit one of the gaps and tap in a birdie.
Yep. Kessler going with the hyzer line. This is the, I don't want to say safer line, but the more traditional, I would say.
For sure.
You're kind of just throwing a hyzer there to the middle of the hillside and then throwing your upshot down the hillside there.
Joey, looking to go up this right side.
Yeah, the hard part about this is you have to throw so high. Like you're kind of running uphill while throwing uphill a little bit.
That looks a little sawed off.
Yep. Sawed off, somehow gets through that tree,
That's
which...
the gap I was going for, boys. So
You hear him cracking some jokes. This card was really fun to film, first
Oh.
off. I want to get to that before we talk about more disc golf, but this was a super fun card to film.
Yeah, there were definitely a lot of times you might see the camera start shaking because I was just cracking up.
This is that right side gap that we were talking about.
Yep,
There's
a little
not
high.
really a gap there. Like,
No, you have to keep it low and on the ground, and it's so hard to play this whole downhill and hit, a 10-foot tall gap. Plus, there's down trees on that right side.
yeah. I also,
Going for that right side gap.
Dude.
I think he had to because he was too far forward. He kind of was cut off from that left gap.
sure. Now, my question, Dave, is do you think the right side by the pin is more open? That's why we see these players go for it? Or is the left gap just too hard?
I think from where the natural landing zone is, so Joey is pretty much in your ideal natural landing zone. You could see that opening in the right side that he was going for. There's just so much debris and down trees and things like that in that area that it makes it really hard to get through. But it is the most visually open.
Sure.
That left side's kind of a hidden route, I would say.
Now, Levi, you see how great his tee shot was? He was so pinched off he didn't even have the open left side.
Yep.
He just had to scramble through the trees.
Yeah. And this is kind of some of the looks that you can get from that right side, right? Like mid C2 here for Kessler. Gives it a good bid and jams that putt.
That's a great catch by the basket.
It is.
A little softer putt from Kessler.
He has this floaty putt that never seems to deviate. It just goes straight for the most part.
And it seems like he puts it on hyzer out of his hand, too.
Yeah.
I wonder what he's putting with. We should have asked him.
Kai pushed a little bit further into the woods there. Gives him an open look at the basket.
A little low.
Yeah, almost had it. Almost back-to-back putts there. Joey, a little pinched off with the tree, but he'll give it a good bid.
I've seen Joey make these.
Oh,
plenty of
yeah.
times.
What a putt. Just that nice little spinny from the chest.
Yeah. It's almost like a Matty O putt,
Yeah,
but not quite as Annied.
a little more chaotic.
A little more chaotic. I like that, yeah. Levi, for his birdie. Ooh.
Catches a little bit of chains. Looked like it went in and out of the basket on that.
Yeah, the way with his hyzer putt, it just kind of grabbed the lip and just hooked around.
Yeah. I will say an interesting thing about this basket. I love that they kind of used a lot of natural trees around it. But they do sit right there under the cage, so you don't get the soft rebound. It kind of hits off the wood a little bit as well.
Yeah. Hole 6, par 3, 281 feet. We're playing uphill 12 feet on this hole. You see right here where the drone is, there's an OB Not necessarily river, just area. It's to
Yeah.
protect the wild flowers and natural growth in that area. You want to get up towards these trees. Get there as close as you can, right, Dave?
Yeah. It's another one of those hit a gap, through the two trees here in the center and have something just go straight.
The miss is you want to throw this long.
Yeah.
And this looks really good.
Beautiful shot. Takes a bad roll though.
Don't roll. Stop. Okay,
Wow.
that's good.
That was such a good shot, and it kind of just hits that rock wall and just took a really bad kick.
Yeah. Where Kessler's disc landed, it's about 2 or 3 feet in front of that OB line. So if he rolled back another 2 feet, he could have been out of bounds.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, this is one of the harder holes because there is so many like little tree limbs here and there. You almost have to play a little bit of a turnover.
Joey.
See, Joey get through. How did that get through everything, Ian? Every time I go left on that side, it just kicks me into a tree or straight OB.
He got sneaky. He got sneaky lucky.
Yeah.
And I think he acknowledged that. He walked off and he was like, yeah, I got lucky there.
Yeah.
Hi.
A little bit early, kicks off that tree.
Nope.
And then kicks off another tree.
Into the OB.
Yep. Yeah, you gotta miss that first tree. And even if you miss those, you can easily catch those left sides and those branches will just drop you straight down.
For sure.
The drop zone's a fun little shot we'll see coming up here.
Levi early again.
Does he get lucky as well?
No. He kicks and just drops straight down.
Yeah. See, he didn't get that Joey
This is the
luck.
one where they had that weird little.
Did not get that Joey luck. Joey got lucky. But Joey's went far enough to get lucky. Levi's
Yeah.
never had the chance.
Yeah.
Kessler for his birdie.
You can see that rock wall that he hit there. Rolled all the way back. Has a little bit of an Annie bid here.
Get around the tree.
Oh.
I like the look of.
A little more left and that would have been good. So this is the drop zonian. I love what Chaz did with this. Made it so that you have basically an edge of circle through the gap. Beautiful putt from Kai there.
That's a cool drop zone. I like that.
Yeah. You basically, if you hit the gap, you're pretty much getting it in, pending the height. But it lines that putt up for you.
Now, there was a discussion here where Levi was asking if he could be 1 foot on the drop zone, 1 foot off the drop zone. The card said no, because it's a tee pad, technically. So, for his par.
Doesn't quite get through. Plays a little bit of ping pong in the middle there. Does end up on the right side of the trees, though.
Yes. You don't want to be back behind the trees.
Yeah. Because then you're just going to be throwing your disc vertically to get through them.
Joey. For the solo birdie.
Great putt.
Good putt.
A little high in the chains, but sticks.
Well, I think he'd rather miss high than not.
Yeah.
He was missing low early.
Uphill putts.
Good correction.
Yep.
Kessler for his par.
For some reason, I want to say he putts with alpacas, but
I think it's alpacas, though. Putt by
putt.
Kessler.
Tricky win, huh?
It might.
Yeah.
I don't think it's alpacas. It could be. He's an Innova
no.
sponsored.
yeah.
It might be just classic AVRs.
AVRs. Yeah.
AVR X3s, maybe? Like some base plastic AVR X3s? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Levi tapping in his bogey there. Hole 7. This is kind of a new design. We play straight through this gap here. There is a Mando tree on the right, so you can't just go up and over everything. You have to kind of throw either a big turnover or forehand out into the field here, and then takes a hard dog leg to the right, down into the trees. It's 694 feet, playing at, what is that, a positive elevation, Ian? Positive 26 feet overall.
This is a hard one. If you can get to the road or above the road,
Mhm.
it without being too far left off the
Guarantee
tee,
you.
you actually, it's a far par 3 from there, pretty much.
Yeah.
But the trick is you need to get right and high.
Yeah.
A lot of miss is I'm high, but I'm too far left, or I'm too far right and I'm throwing back uphill still.
Yep. Big run up from Joey here. Super high, super annied. So we see it start to pan out. Top of the hill there.
Panning.
Gives you a long
I love
look,
that,
but
actually.
more ideal
love
footing
that.
too, because if you land on the
Yeah, but
hillside,
it's so nice and
it's hard to get a
flat.
run up horizontally on that.
For sure.
Wait till you get there.
Maybe a little farther left off the tee than you'd want, but overall, it's a really good area to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, the whole Mando tree too is so you kind of see a gap there on the right side. Takes people out from throwing like the thumber line or big hyzer
Sure.
just out into the field. Keeps it nice and a little bit lower, which is good. A lot of angle still on that disc. It does fade out early though.
Yeah. A little earlier than you would want.
Could have been
Still a good shot. He's further right than you think. He's just not high.
Yeah.
You know, it's a very touchy shot for the backhand. Kai, big spike hyzer. Here we go.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, this is something where you just want to throw it on a lot of angle. You don't really want to go too overstable, but that's a great spot to land in.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You know, a little further towards the catch cam is like ideal, but he's in a really good spot there.
Levi, let's see if he can turn you around yet again, Ian.
I know he does. Trust me.
Throws that thing to the moon.
So he throws it to the moon, and it came in and landed 2 feet next to me.
Yep.
That is ideal. That is like the ideal shot.
Yeah.
I was not gonna cut it that
Something
close.
high, enough angle on it, but
not
eventually
gonna
pans
consider
out.
Yeah.
So you still go forward.
Kessler here. You see kind of the gap down there on the left side of your screen. That's the gap you're going for. Throwing pretty flat. He's not throwing uphill, which is nice.
Yeah. It's getting a little bit windier out here too in these open holes. You can see the trees in the background moving quite a bit.
With a little flexy guy.
Yep. See the wind kind of drop that down a little bit. Beautiful shot at the basket there, Ian.
That's a great shot from Kessler. That
Yeah.
is a great shot.
For a minute there, we kind of thought it had a chance.
From your guys' angle, I could definitely see. From my
Yeah.
angle, it was a little short,
Yeah.
but it had the opportunity to skip. Joey, this is great.
Yep. Something that flips up, rides straight, gets to that right side gap, gets through everything. Wow. Normally, if you throw a disc that far, it usually hits something along the way,
Mm-hmm.
but that just kept going.
Yeah, Joey's going to be like 60 long.
Yeah.
Those logs back there, it's long. High, his second.
Stable forehand, right through the gap, 5 feet from the basket.
Great putt. Great shot. Great
Yeah.
shot.
Kind of how you draw this hole up.
Yeah.
Just get something out in the open. See Levi here. He'll have a nice, easy hyzer. Little bit downhill from where he's at because he landed so high up on that hill.
Mm-hmm. Him and Joey both had to throw downhill. Kessler was maybe a little uphill. Kai was about even with the basket.
Yep. Hyzer's in beautifully, hits that tree, kicks back a little bit, but he'll have a good look at the basket there.
Yeah. Joey, his birdie from deep in circle 2.
Yeah. A little bit uneasy on the footing there, too. He's in that pile of logs.
Tell me he makes this.
Just a little bit on the right side of the basket for him. Just a little too much Annie.
Good strong putt from Levi. It's a good birdie.
That basket almost looked like it wanted to kick it back out.
It did, yeah. It's a problem with putting hard on these gravities.
Aren't they black holes?
I thought they were gravities. I don't know. I just throw the disc in there, just like Kessler did there, and you call it good, right?
Yep.
Still put.
Almost a star frame from the card here.
Guy for his birdie. Bang.
On a very difficult hole.
Yeah, I think for the lefty, because you can get a little further, like it's easier off the tee shot.
Yeah.
I think the lefty, it's a little easier. But overall, really good hole from the gents. Joey
Yeah.
would like to have, that upshot back, I bet.
Yeah, take about 5% off.
Hole 8, Dave. This is fun. We're gonna see a really fun shot here in a second.
Yep. 291 feet, playing uphill 28 feet. This is a new pin position as well. Last year, just kind of played short and up the hill there to the left side. You can kind of see from the
Caddy book.
caddy book. Thank you, Ian.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Now we're playing up and to the right in the hill there. It makes this shot so much harder because you either have to throw this weird hyzer and get lucky. We'll kind of see from Kessler here. Throws that hyzer line,
Nope.
just gets caught in that tree. There's kind of not really a look there. You can go with a turnover line through the trees. You'll kind of see Kai throw that line here, but that's more the lefty look. A lot more technical off the tee pad, I would say. Just
I got a little lucky.
it did, but it unfortunately catches those trees. Or we have this shot, Ian, which is the flex forehand line. And
Does he go inside or outside these trees?
he goes to the right side of those trees.
Really?
Yeah, so he plays it out through that right side with a good bit of angle.
Yeah.
And we see that get through the gap perfectly and just smacks the cage, Ian.
Ace it. Oh! Off the
That-
tee. Yeah.
That's how you play this hole right there.
Yeah.
You see the smile come out of Levi. You don't see that very often.
No. When we were all walking up to the hole, everybody was looking at it going like, where is the line?
Sure.
Like how do you get to the basket? And Levi just threw one of the most incredible shots you could on this hole.
Joey.
Going for that middle gap.
I like that.
Yep. And that's kind of the way you get there with the backhand, right? Is something that flips uphill a little bit through that middle gap.
So I only throw a good shot if I'm.
But yeah, that shot from Levi was
That's insane.
I thought it was in.
We're going to have a lot more of those this weekend, folks. So keep tuning in.
Yeah.
Kai, just trying to get up and down for par. Maybe go for a little birdie run.
Yeah, that he said he was giving that a soft bid because you do have the backstop there.
Yep.
It plays uphill, so why not give it a run?
Kessler a little more pinched off here.
Yeah, he's got those low branches in the way. Just throws an ante bid right up to the basket.
Tapping par. Joey.
Top of the hill here. Kind of your ideal landing spot for the backhand, I would say.
I do like it. Maybe a little high on the hill, but I think it's a good miss, and that's a good putt from Joey.
Another birdie from him. He's had a quite an up and down front nine.
Yes. Birdie, bogey, par, bogey, birdie, birdie, par, birdie.
Yeah.
Not bad so far.
No.
Kai clean up his par. Same score as Joey. A lot cleaner, though.
Yeah. Just a whole bunch of pars and a couple birds for the round. Levi tapping in his easy birdie here.
Good birdie.
Great birdie. We have a really tight scoring round right now for the front nine.
Yeah.
At least on this feature card.
Yeah, everyone's one stroke off each other.
Yep.
Excuse my yawn. It's 12:30 and I'm still yawning. Hole 9 here, Dave. This is a fun one.
Yeah. This is a hole I've always struggled with.
I've birdied it once or twice, but it's a lucky birdie for me.
Yeah.
256, par 3. We're playing 32 feet downhill. You got to beat that tree the drone kind of flew around, beat one of these trees in the fairway, and I always land more on this left side on that log, have like a 25-footer.
Yeah.
I throw a backhand. You're going to see Levi throw a forehand and just shank it.
Yeah. That just came out way too early. He tried to give it a soft bid because you don't really have to throw this disc that hard.
No.
Like it plays 256, but with that downhill to the right there, you're kind of just trying to throw something soft and high and let it glide.
Yeah, the big thing is get over this initial hump, kind of say, and make sure the disc, whether it's on a backhand or a forehand, is moving down the hill.
Yep. Joey,
Kind of like this.
giving it a lot of angle there, catches a tree though,
Kessler, I think it's you.
kicks him down early.
That's the one tree you got to miss.
Yep. Yeah, I go with the forehand line as well. It does kind of pinch you off. The nice thing about the backhand turnover is it can kind of glide down that hill, get you a little bit closer to the basket.
If you guys are longtime watchers of Dave and I, you'll know that this is my lumpy shot.
Yep.
I've pretty much put Lumpy away, but I will bring Lumpy out to Brighton for this hole only.
Yeah. See, I go forehand. I throw what Kessler's doing here. Just kind of something flat at that tree and then let it push down the hill as much as you can. Give yourself a look at the basket.
It's almost like a flip up forehand with how it's not necessarily how far right you can get, it's how far right with the push in distance still.
Yep.
Hi, this looks decent.
Looks good. Unfortunately, it catches that early tree. We thought it got down there a little bit further because when you hit that initial gap, you kind of think, okay, I made it down. But there's still a few guardian trees on the hillside there.
Levi, his scramble. Is that same yarn he was throwing at Salt Lake Open?
No, that yarn's red. It is a more overstable putter, but we don't see him break that yarn out too much here. I think because you don't necessarily need it with being up at elevation.
Sure. Hi, this is a scary putt. There is OB long here in the water marsh down there. Really hard to get there. Soft bid.
Soft bid. He wanted to give it a chance, but didn't want to go too far long. Because you can also just roll away on this as well, down to where you see Ian down there.
There are some guardian logs preventing the roll away if you land early.
Yep. The Annie bid from Joey. A little bit scary because that can kind of glide on you.
Mm-hmm. I like Kai's Annie bid because he left it so soft. Joey's were a little more aggressive.
Yeah.
Levi for his par.
That was a great putt.
It's a good putt. It's a scary putt. So
Yeah.
hitting metal there is really important.
Yep. Kessler for his birdie here. Looks like those are AVRs.
A little short. And you
Yep.
see the roll.
Does
Not too
catch, yeah, does catch those little logs down there to stop them. But as you could see, if it wanted to get on edge, it could roll all the way down to where you see the little wooden bridge down there.
Mm-hmm. And that is OB in the marsh.
Yep.
This is the only hole on this course where water is OB. All the other water is casual.
Mm-hmm.
This is the only hole where we have OB water. And it's just that marsh down there is protected. Same thing as hole 6.
Yep. Great putt back towards the basket there, though. If you could be long of this pin off your tee shot, do you think that would be more ideal? Just because you would have an uphill putt back at the basket?
Yeah, I think it's just so hard to get
Oh,
long.
yeah. It's like impossible to get down there.
I think ideal is, for me, as a mainly backhand, is to get through the gap and then have the disc fade out way late early, so you're actually pin high but left of it from where the camera is.
Yeah.
It's a good putt by Joey, by the way.
It is a good putt by Joey. I was just chuckling because there's a little fly. We're now in an area of the woods that I was getting eaten up there. Thankfully, I had my sun hoodie on.
I was getting eaten too. Well, Dave, that wraps up our front 9 here at the Utah State Championships here in 2025.
Yeah, we had a great round from our feature card here. A lot of exciting holes, a lot of ups and downs as we play throughout. We had a lot of high scores coming in at this point, Ian.
Yeah, we have Nathan Hugh shooting hot, 7 down through 16. Bobby Schneck, 6 down. Dylan Lloyd, 5 down. And then big tie for 4th at 4 down. And our lead card, Kessler Martin, only 3 down, tied in 9th. Still a lot of disc golf to be played, but let's see where the weekend takes us. Make sure, if you guys haven't already, go check out the back 9 here on the Bad Throws Good Bros channel or on Another Round Salt Lake. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the back 9. Thanks for watching.